was excellent.
Thank you, sir.
You know, Gary was a closer. And for the car salespeople in here, his job started when all you regular people that don't work in car business says, I want to think about it. That's when Gary Armour shined. Like you would not believe. He couldn't wait for you to tell him, I want to think about it. Because he had 50,000 stories to sell you a car. He really did. But let's start with the family. Kitty, Gary bragged about you all the time. It was amazing. It really was. He had a true love for you that was just so special. I mean, he bragged about you. He says, you know, she's got sheetrock, 5 by whatever, 25, and she's holding it up with one hand and hammering it with the other. We thought you were a superwoman and you were eating some sort of spinach down here. And then he loved his kids so much. He talked about them all the time. And we spent a lot of time together. We really did. We spent 5 years at Carl Berger together, he and I. And you felt like you knew his family. You really did. Rachel, Jason, he was so proud of you. It was unbelievable. It really was. And he loved everything that you guys did. When you guys got in trouble, he bragged about that. When you did good, he bragged about that too. His father, I wish his father and mother were here. I had so many heart-to-heart talks with Gary about his father and some of his rebellion years. And I want to say this with all the respect in the world to his dad, but Gary tried so hard to make his father proud of him. And for those of you that know Gary's father, he was an amazing person. I mean, he retired when he was 40 years old, and you know, he sold life insurance, and they wrote books about him. And Gary would share those books and say, this is my dad. I'm so proud of him, but we knew that there was an inner part of Gary that he thought, oh God, I just want to measure up to him. I want to do that. And that was part of his struggle from time to time. But I got to tell you, and I'll tell everyone here, Gary measured up. He was one of the best car salesmen I'd ever seen. He was amazing. And his dad, his mom, if they would have seen him and his chosen craft, they would have been unbelievably proud of what Gary did on a daily basis. Because not only was he great to the customers, but he was great to all of us who worked with him. We loved him. We competed for our incomes against Gary. But there's nobody that you would not want to stand there with and compete with your income than Gary Armour, because of the love that he showed and the passion that he had for those around him. It was really, truly special. It was. As far as the storytelling, I think you guys all know that, I mean, he started the story with, I mean to tell you. And I mean, no one could say that better. No one. No
So
one
true.
ever. And, you know, Todd and Billy spoke to it nicely about not coming. I haven't seen Gary in 2 years, and I haven't worked with him in 8 years, but I got to tell you, I still feel like he is one of my best friends. He really is. He's that kind of a guy. And in closing, I mean to tell you, Gary Armour was a great man.
Yay!